Hi students, welcome to Coding for AI Lab for Part 2 on viral post prediction. So this lab will be focusing on predicting internet posts that may go viral. Okay, so why are we learning this? So what exactly is this social media virality? Okay, so basically a viral post, right? A definition of it is a post that has been uh, becoming wildly popular. Okay, it can happen in hours or days, which I believe all of you have seen before. What kind of news, what kind of video, what kind of post that went viral with a lot of people commenting on it, sharing around. Okay, so this type of post can even reach out to millions of people in the world or billions in a short time. So that's why in this lab, we will be learning how to find out what kind of posts may go viral using AI. So it's a very interesting lab. Okay, without further ado, we will just go straight into the topic today, okay, of how we're going to build out the building blocks for this system. So as usual, go to ml.azure.com, log in with your IT email. After that, click on select another workspace. Okay, click on create a new workspace. Okay, give it any name. Okay, I'll just give it testing. Okay, create new, give it any name. Okay, click on review and create. It will take a while. Okay, now validation passed. Click on create. This part may take quite a bit of time, a few minutes, okay, for the deployment to be successful. Meanwhile, we'll talk a little bit more on this project cycle, okay, of the lab. So the first part, we are trying to identify posts that may go viral online. Okay, then we have data acquisition, which we have provided you with the data set. And then on data exploration, we will be doing some data cleansing before we send all this data into the modeling stage, whereby we train the AI model. And then thereafter, we will evaluate the model prediction and its performance. All right. So these are the data set that we'll be handling. Okay, let me go over here. Okay, we have about 62 features. So this data set has a lot of features, okay, and a lot of data as well, right? So once you have successfully deployed, the next step is to upload this data set, okay? So these are the step-by-step guide to upload the data set. Once my deployment is successful, I will do these steps, okay? So we just, after we upload them, okay, will be the building blocks of it already. Okay, so let us wait a bit more for it to be deployed. Meanwhile, we can go to the lab, the data set itself to view it. Okay, since it's done, then we'll just might as well go to the designer. Okay, so click on create new pipeline. Okay, over here is where you can click on new data set. Okay, click on create data set. From your local disk, we just give you any name, online news. Okay, click on next and then browse. Browse the file from your local disk. Okay, so this is the data set. Double click on it. Okay, click on next. It's 16 MB. Okay, it's uploading. Case once it's uploaded, you have to wait a while. It's okay, you can skip the data validation, then click on next. Click on next again. Okay, click on create. Okay, so once created, um, go back to the designer. Okay, and click on the pipeline. Okay, meanwhile, you can create your compute instance. Just give it any name, for example, testing 1, 2, any name that is not being used. Click on create. So this will take some time. Okay, then we change the title. Okay, we change the project title to social media virality. Okay, so this the topic or the experiment that we will be working on today. Once created, pull the data set out. Okay, so this is the data set that we are working on. Okay. I think there's something wrong with the data set. Let me perhaps re-upload it again. Okay, to re-upload it, you can simply just go back to the new data set. Click on OK. All right, let me check if the data set is there any issue because okay, so actually this is the data set. Okay, no big issue with the data set. All right, you can see, as you can see, there are a lot of features in this data set, and the amount of data is almost 40K, so it's quite a huge file. Okay, so maybe we can let's try re-upload this. Select this, unregister it. Sometimes data may be corrupted when you are trying to upload the files. So it's okay. Let us do it again once more. Okay. Click on next, browse it. Okay, upload again. Okay, next. Okay, over here, let me see if there's any settings we need to change. If not, it will be by default. Okay, delimited, comma, all file with same header. Okay, next. Over here, it's the same. Okay, just click on next and then create. Okay. Okay, I think it's okay now. So we go back to designer, go back to the pipeline. Okay, we pull this data out. Let's try to view it again. Okay, now we should be able to view it. Okay, so just now during the upload, I believe there are some data are corrupted. So it's okay. So if you made this such situation, you just re-upload the data set again. All right. Okay, so now we go straight into the experiment. So first things first, we select the we're gonna select the data set that we'll be using. Okay, so we go and select column in data set. We pull out this module. Okay, connect it. Okay, click on edit column. All right. After you click on edit column, okay, choose all the data. Okay, by name. Choose add all the data, and just remove shares. Okay. Click by name. Okay, add all. Then go over here. We single out share. Okay, we are not interested to take shares for the data set. Okay, so we leave everything, we leave share out and take everything else. Okay, after that we will edit the metadata. All right, because what we need to predict uh, will be slightly different in terms of the data type. Okay, so just connect it. Okay, then after that, click on edit column. Right, we're gonna single out this thing called popular. Okay, by name. Okay, drag all the way below. Click on popular, save. Okay, we're gonna change the data type of it. Okay, to string. Okay, data type string to string. Uh, Categorical, and as well as has a label. Okay, why? Because in terms of popularity, there's only two outcome. Okay, meaning is whether is it 0 or 1. Okay, or in other words, whether is it true or false or yes or no. Okay, meaning is this post popular or it is not. Okay, so that's why in such a case we must set the type as a string, and they are categorical in nature. Okay, and most importantly they are a label. Okay, so that's why we need to configure this in that way. Okay, so my compute instance is ready. Click on the gear. Okay, and then just select your compute instance. Okay, after this will be the filter based feature. Because we have many features that we have in the data set, and not all will be useful. So we will need the help of this module called the filter-based feature selection. It will help you do selection of the number of features you need for the training that is most relevant to your to the feature that you want to train on. Okay, so we just click on edit column. Okay, we want to train on popular. Okay, save it. Okay, and how many features do you want to train? Okay, we are going to pick 35. Okay, 35 features. Okay, for the feature score method, we just leave it as default, the Pearson correlation. So in ours, 35 means out of 61 features, we will only pick 35 features out for model training later on. Okay. And next will be split data module. We just search for split data. Split data. And then just connect the building blocks of it right below. And then after that, we choose 0.8. That means 80% of the data set of these features, right, will be the training data, and 20% will be the testing data. So next will be the training model. So what we want to train exactly. So you drag this out and connect this. Okay, we are going to train the feature called the popular. Okay, so that's why the whole experiment is about viral media. Sorry, should be online media virality. Let me edit the experiment name. Social media virality. Okay, my bad. Okay, let me edit this. It should be social media virality. Okay. Now, after we have selected the model, we need to choose the algorithm. All right. So we're gonna try out using a two-class boosted decision. All right, because it's search for it first. Okay, because it's a binary classifier. Okay, algorithm in nature, so it best fits such a situation whereby the feature we are trying to predict is also a binary based number, so it's just 1 or 0. So that's why this algorithm fits perfectly in this situation. That's why we selected two class boosted decision tree as the algorithm. Right, and then after that we just choose the this one I set already, set as popular. Okay, what we're going to train is the popularity. And then next will be the score model. Okay, we need the score model. Okay, score model as usual, connect it. and then we need to connect the 20% of the testing data to the score model. Then after that, it will be the evaluate model. Okay, compare the model performance. Okay, after that, okay, by right it's supposed to be done because we want to find out which algorithm can better perform. So now we're going to copy and paste. Okay, press Control and hold on to Control, click on train model and score model. Control C, copy and paste. Okay, we're gonna use another algorithm in this training, okay, to compare and see which algorithm is better, has a better performance in predicting social media posts. Okay, whether is it popular or not. All right, so we just this time out we're gonna use a two-class decision forest. Okay, so it's a two-class classification model. Okay, so it's another type of algorithm, AI algorithm. Okay, so similarly, just connect them up together like how you did it for the first one. Okay, the algorithm go to the left of the train model. The data set, training data go to the right hand side of the train model. Okay, then the split data go to the store model and the model score model output go to the evaluate model. Okay, then after that you can click on submit. Okay, create a new partner, give it any name and click on submit to run the experiment. Okay, I will not run it here because it will take about at least 20 minutes for it to compute. So I'll just go straight to the experiment results after you have submitted. Okay, you submit already, you also can right click and preview. Okay, once all the modules are completed running. Okay, as you can see, right, the popular itself, it is currently a numeric features. Okay, then after that, we do the select column data set. Okay, we notice by right, initial data sets, there are 62 columns. Right, that means there are 62 features. We removed shares. Okay, so therefore it left with 61 column. Right, then after that will be the edit metadata. We have changed the popular feature, okay, this column into a string categorical label. Okay, and this is what we are going to predict. We're going to train the model to predict these features. And then after that, we use the split data set. Okay, 80% of the data, about 31K of them. Okay, and then the other 20% of the testing data, about 8K. Okay, the first one is 31K is the training data. Okay, the other 8K is about the testing data. Okay, then after that, we can see the result of the performance, okay, of the algorithm. Or as you can see, you can look at the score model, preview its data, and here are the score probability. Okay, in short, anything below 0.5, okay, you can take it as a 0. Anything above 0.1, you can round it up to 1. So when you view it from this angle, you can tell whether the probability predicted by the AI, whether is it close to the actual data set. Okay, so this is how you know whether your model is it accurate or not. Okay, anything below 0.5 you can round down to 0. Okay, anything above 0.5 you can round it up to 1. Okay, then after that you can see the evaluation result. So for the two-class boosted decision tree, okay, as you can see, this is the ROC, which stands for the receiver operating characteristics. So how do I know how good is good? Okay, as long as the curve is closer to the value 1, okay, the better the model will be. Okay, so from here we can tell that we can already tell that the two-class boosted decision tree algorithm is much better, okay, in terms of the performance. But let us look into the actual values, okay. You can see that the accuracy, right, of this two-class boosted decision tree algorithm, the model being trained has a 0.71, okay, meaning about 67.1% accuracy rate, okay. Um, Not so good. It can be much better. Maybe perhaps about 80%. I will call it a good model, as in this case. Okay, then we can look at the other algorithm, which is the two-class decision forest. Okay, which is the green one. Okay, so obviously this is not so good in terms of the ROC curve. Okay, for it to predict whether whether have it guessed it correct on the true positive and the true negative. Okay, as you can see, the overall result 0.621. Okay, is slightly lower. Okay, about 5% lesser than the first algorithm, the boosted tree algorithm. Okay, so from this experiment, we can learn about how do we build this pipeline for this viral post this prediction, and we can compare between different types of algorithm and their training models. Okay, so we have come to the end of the experiment. You can do furthermore by trying out different uh, configurations, okay, in each algorithm. Okay, when you click on this individual algorithm module, you can actually set a different configuration on it, and you run the pipeline one more time, and you might be able to see different result. And who knows, the decision tree, decision forest, the two-class decision forest algorithm might better perform than the boosted tree algorithm. Okay. So once you have done, okay, the experiment for today, remember to delete away your resource group, okay, by going to this web page, portal is your home. Okay, so this is a very important step that all of you must do. Okay, and please remember to do it. Okay, so as usual, go to resource group. Okay, click on your resource group. Okay, enter that, click on delete resource group. Okay, type your resource group name and then click on delete. Okay, this will take some time, maybe about 5 to 10 minutes. Make sure that it is completely finished before you end the lesson and leave the class. Okay, it will take about 5 to 10 minutes. Once it is complete, right, when you come to this home, okay, you go to home, you will see that, okay, your resource group will disappear. What is left is only the Azure for students. Okay, so I have come to the end of Lab 4 Part 2 lesson. So thank you very much for your attention. So stay tuned for the next lab recording. And thank you very much. Goodbye.